Hello everyone. Welcome to e-learning of cooperations lecture. Okay, till now we are done with first chapter, and in third we have skipped second chapter. We skipped it, right? And we are started with third chapter. In that we learned role of commissioner, functions of commissioner and registrar, and now today we are going to learn about powers of commissioner and registrar. Okay, so without wasting time, let us proceed with the PPT. Okay, so powers of commissioner. We learned that who is a commissioner, what are his role, what are his function, and today we are going to learn about uh, 12th. So today we are going to learn about powers of commissioner. Okay, so first one is what is his power? What power he is having? Registration of the cooperative society. Yes, he has a power to register cooperative society. Promoter has to submit documents like we learn about form A. He need to submit all the document, Tarati certificate, then bank balance certificate, NOC of land. Yes, we learned it in your 11th. For registration, society has to submit all the documents, all the bylaws, and it is the work of commissioner. He has a power to register these cooperative societies. Okay, he has a power to register societies. He has next is he has a power to approve the bylaws. Okay, second point is power to approve bylaws. So bylaws means rules and regulations. So society has to give 4 copies of bylaws to registrar or commissioner, and it is the duty of commissioner, it is the duty of registrar to see whether all the rules are according to the principles of CS, according to the societies act. Yes, he need to see that there is no we can say misunderstanding or any misleading of rules. Okay, it is a duty, it is the power of commissioner to approve those rules, to see whether it is according to the society, whether it will be helpful for the society. It is the power for registrar. He has a power to approve it, means to give permission. He has a power to give permission to follow that rules. Okay, 4 copies of bylaws are sent to the registrar. Okay, second one is to seize records. Yes, seize means lock करना. Yes, seize बंद कर देना पूरी तरह से. To seize records. Yes, whenever registrar feels that the records are misleading, funds are we can say funds are not using properly, society is not using the funds properly, any mishappening is happening which should not happen. Okay, money is used for personal use, or we can say black marketing is there. At that time, registrar has a power to seize that cooperative society. Okay, he can close that cooperative society when he sees that any wrong thing is happening there. Okay, when he sees that company society, sorry, CS is not working according to the bylaws, when CS is not working according to the principle, at that time he has a power to lock, to close, to liquidate that cooperative society. He has the power to close it, he can seize it. Okay, next one is cancel the registration of CS. Yes, as I told you that whenever there is mishappening, जब रजिस्ट्रार को लगता है कि जो भी हो रहा है वो नहीं होना चाहिए, रिकॉर्ड्स बराबर नहीं बन रहे हैं, राइट, रिकॉर्ड्स आर नॉट according to the mark. Yes, rules are not followed by the members. Okay, outsiders are getting we can say benefited. Okay, society is not paying attention on the members, society is not doing their work well, it is going in losses. There are many reasons. So for that, registrar has a power to cancel the registration of that CS. And after the cancellation of the registration, that CS cannot work. It cannot commence work. It cannot work in the market after the cancellation of registration. In the first point, we learned he has a registrar has a power to give registration certificate, right? After all the documentation is done, when he is satisfied with the documentation, then he gives registration certificate, right, to society. In first point. In fourth point, we learned that when there is any mishappening, when society is not working properly, he too has a right to cancel that registration which he gave in first point. Okay, next one is grant membership. We learned it in first chapter, yes, that if society has not given membership to members, yes, members apply for application form is submitted in the CS, right, for membership. If all the documentations are right, if all the formalities are done, still members are not getting membership, at that time that member can go to registrar and complain there about society that I have all the proper documents, I have done all the legal formalities, still I'm not getting membership. At that time, registrar can give membership to that member. He has right to give membership to the members if they are having all the true documents, all the formalities are done by them, then only they can get membership from registrar if it is not done by the CS. Okay. Once again, I'm telling you, members has applied to CS. Application form is submitted by the CS. Yes, but still that members are not getting membership. Okay. So what that member do? They go to the registrar, complain there about CS that we are having all the documents, we have done all the formalities, we are having all true papers. Okay. Still we are not getting membership. By checking that, by scrutinizing that documents, registrar gives membership. Registrar has a power to grant membership there. Okay, to members. Next one is conduct meeting. Conduct meeting here means when we say when meeting is not conducted by the cooperative society. As we learned that after the commencement, meeting should be first annual general meeting should be there, or first general meeting should be there within 3 months. If it is not done, okay, at that time registrar can call the meeting. Okay, he can call the special journal meeting. Okay, and he can also extend the time given to the society. If suppose it is given that in 3 months you should take meeting, special journal meeting, okay, but it is not taken by society, there is some problem. Registrar has power to extend that 3 months to 4 months. Okay, now you have 4 months to take journal meeting. So registrar is having power to extend meeting also, and to conduct meeting. He has the power to conduct meeting, he has a power to call meeting if it is not called by the society. Okay, he can call special journal meeting. He can see all the legal formalities, all the formalities for conducting the meeting. Okay. Next one is appoint auditor. Auditor is there for the checking of the records, right? Registrar has a power to appoint auditor for checking the records of the cooperative society, and that records are placed in front of managing committee in the meeting. Okay. So what is given here? Appoint auditor. He has a power to appoint auditor. All right. He can we can say recruit the auditor. Okay. It depends on registrar that who should be checking the records of CS, because many societies are there under him. Yes. If auditor is appointed by CS only, अगर सोसाइटी ही एक ऑडिटर को अपॉइंट कर रही है, तो हो सकता है कि जो ऑडिटर है वो भी मिला हो सोसाइटी से, दोनों मिलके पैसा खा रहे हो, राइट? सो इसीलिए दैट इज व्हाई ऑडिटर इज अपॉइंटेड बाय द रजिस्ट्रार. Okay, registrar appoints auditor so that proper record should be there, proper bookkeeping should be there, proper, we can say, profit and loss account should be there. Yes, we can get to know where our money is going, where we have invested. Yes, so all that things are done by auditor, and auditor is appointed by registrar. Okay, next one is amalgamate cooperative society. Amalgamate means to join two things, to merge two things. Okay, so registrar has power to amalgamate cooperative society. Suppose two societies are going in losses. Okay, they are not economically strong, they are not having a good, we can say, good stand on in the market. At that time, registrar has power to join those cooperative societies. Okay, so uh, so that we can say members get benefited after that. Okay, when society is going in losses, all this is beared by members. So for the good of members, what registrar do? He amalgamates the societies which are going in losses. Okay, next one is classification of societies. Yes, see, we learned till now that many types of societies are there: industrial societies, housing societies, farming societies, processing societies, marketing societies. Then many of them are there. Yes, agricultural societies. So there are different types of societies which help in different sectors. Like farming society helps in farming by to provide them equipment, to provide them pesticides, to provide them fertilizers, insecticides. Yes, what processing cs do? They process the agricultural product. Yes, they process it more. What marketing cs do? They market the product. Yes, which is made by members. What housing cs do? They build houses and sell it to their members. We have learned it in our 11th, right? So there are different types of societies. So registrar has power to classify them. Classify them means to, like, for farming there is farming society, for housing there is housing society, for marketing there is marketing society, for agriculture there is agriculture society. Okay, so it means we can say dividation is done by, so by registrar, that for farming we need farming society, for marketing we need marketing society, right? So these dividation, these division, these classification is done by registrar or commissioner. Okay, next one is judgment. When there is a dispute, कुछ झगड़ा है, yes, any grudges are there, at that time registrar takes judgment of that dispute. He try to solve the problem and he judges that problem. जो भी डिस्प्यूट्स है आपस में सोसाइटी में, उसको वो सॉल्व करता है और कहता है कि अब इससे आगे क्या होगा, और उसके अकॉर्डिंग सबको चलना पड़ता है. वो अपना जजमेंट देता है दैट व्हाट विल बी हैपन आफ्टर दिस and you need to follow it. Suppose A and B is there. There is a fight between A and B, and due to their fight, company is suffering losses, society is suffering losses. So at that time, registrar will pass a judgment that A will come at this time and B will come at this time, and A and B need to follow it. Okay, so judgment is also passed by registrar. Okay, so we have learned about powers of commissioner. In that we saw the first power is registration of cooperative society. He can register the society. Second one is approve the bylaws. He can give approval to the rules and regulations. Third one is to seize records, means he can lock, he can close the society when there is any we can say misuse of funds. Okay, fourth one is cancel of registration. When company is suffering losses, when work is not done according to the rules, power Registrar has a power to cancel registration of that society. Next one is grant membership. Registrar has a power to give membership to the members. Next one is conduct meeting. If meeting is not called by the CES, then registrar has a power to call the meeting. Okay. Next point is appoint auditor. Of course, auditor who is there to check records, it is appointed by the registrar. All right. Then amalgamate cooperative society. When societies are economically weak, they are going in losses. At that time, a registrar can merge those societies, that it can amalgamate those societies. Classification means according to, like, farming societies will help farmers, housing society will help for houses, marketing will help for marketing. Yes. And judgment, when there is a, we can say, any dispute, that will be solved by registrar and judgment will be passed by registrar. Okay. So just a minute. So today we learned about powers of commissioner or registrar. By doing this, we have completed with the third chapter now. Okay, third chapter of cooperation, right? So and one point is remaining: responsibilities of commissioner and registrar. That is your self study, which is skipped from your syllabus for this year. Okay, it's deducted syllabus, it isn't deducted syllabus, but you need to just read it once. Okay, responsibilities of commissioner and registrar. Okay, so here we finished our third chapter also. From next lecture we'll be starting with the fourth chapter. Okay, if you have any doubt, ask your teachers. Okay, so children, stay home and study.